Hello Aquarius, my name is Nigel and you have found Alchemy. This is your June 2024 reading, and before we get started I'd like to ask you a quick question. I'll be asking everybody the same thing. I was gifted with these cards. They're called Paw Mystery Dog Edition. I wanted to know if anybody out there would be interested in a pet reading. I thought it would be kind of cool if you know your pet sign. We could do pet readings. If you think it's stupid, hey, I'm not going to get insulted. Let me know that too. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Anyway, let's get started on your reading. Now, to overarch your whole month, it's interesting. You did pull the card of Gemini. This is the Lovers, and we are in Gemini season as this is going to be posted. So obviously, that works. It also works in saying that you could be dealing with a Gemini, or you could be making a decision this month. That's very, very important. Also, this could have something to do with a relationship. So we'll see as we go along. You also have the card of separation. You might be, along with the Lovers here, you might be separating from somebody. Two things maybe going in two different directions. Usually when we pull this particular card from that particular deck, it is a separation that is necessary. It's a separation that's important for your growth. And it's usually a separation that's fairly painful. Here in your money, you have pulled the Rebel, and I love that for you. That there's nothing that describes Aquarius better than the Rebel. It says a system buster, entrepreneur, teaching others a better way. You're a trailblazer, meant to pave the way for future generations, for sure. The only light warning this comes with here, Aquarius, it says limiting beliefs are limiting your abundance. So be careful about your brain this month. Don't let it go dark. Don't let it go to anything negative. It might be limiting your resources and your abundance. Maybe work on that extra hard. You might be going through something negative here in a relationship, and it might bring your energy. It might lower your vibration. So you have to work twice as hard to raise it. If you can, that would be a really good thing. You also pulled the it says between the lines, hidden meaning, vague, speculate, implicit. There is something going on here where you're going to have to read between the lines. Something may come across as vague to you. Something may be puzzling to you this month. You do have your intuition and trust card. And the intuition card says you already know the answer. And I do believe that. I think that I'm feeling very strongly that you do know the answer, Aquarius. I just don't think you like it much. I don't think you like the answer that you're hearing. And it does say trust. It's safe to trust this situation. And when I say that, it means it's safe to trust what is happening here. If something is separating and breaking apart, as painful as it might be for you, you might have to let that happen. That's where your safety lies. Let's start your tarot, and we will end up clarifying everything. So at the beginning of the month here, you have the Six of Swords, and I love that for you. You're moving into a new space. This could be a new headspace. This could be a new actual space. You're moving from one place to another. Generally, the Six of Swords means movement into a positive direction, and that's wonderful. You also have the Five of Wands here, and this might have something to do with a competitive workspace. It's not necessarily bad. It just could mean that you're trying to accomplish something in a workspace that is fairly competitive. But this bleeds into the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. So whatever is happening here at the beginning of the month, I think it's going to make you happy. I think you're going to get some sort of wish fulfillment here. Maybe your hard work with something might be paying off here. Let's look at mid-month. Mid-month, you have the Empress, which, this Nine of Cups energy that is so wish-fulfilling bleeds into the Empress. And the Empress, depending on who you ask, some people say it's Libra, some people say it's Taurus, some people will say it's Aries. All right. But the bottom line is the Empress is full of abundance. She's full of fertility. She gives birth to things. You may be trying to give birth to something in a competitive field. You may see some you may see some groundbreaking stuff. You may really start to see growth in an area. Now, what's interesting is this does give birth to the Knight of Swords in reverse. So, the Knight of Swords is obviously air energy, and it's when it's in reverse like this, and it is in this, it's almost like something is slowing down. So you go from this abundant energy to all of a sudden just slowing down. There might be something that happens mid-month to put you in this frame of mind, and it does give birth here to the High Priestess in reverse, Piscean energy. But more than that, it is, the High Priestess is someone who knows, who uses her intuition, and really understands what's going on, has a knowledge. And when she is in reverse like that, along with the read between you may have stumbled across something here, Aquarius, that baffles you in some way, or that makes you stop dead in your tracks and makes you wonder what it is you think you know. You may not know what you think you know, and something may happen to make you feel that way, sort of off-centered, sort of unbalanced. It may make you stop this forward motion that you started to pick up at the beginning of the month. Here at the end of the month, you do have the Five of Cups in reverse, and I really like that energy for you because, as you can see, especially in this deck, the Five of Cups isn't particularly pleasant, right? And normally it is someone that is pining over spilt cups, but this is in reverse. So whatever it is that happens here at the mid-month that makes you sort of slow down and halt and perhaps speculate and read between the lines also causes you to stop pining away. I don't know if that's the right word or the right terminology. It makes you stop thinking about something in a certain way. Okay, you may have been thinking about something in a certain way, and somehow this changes, and it blossoms into this Ace of Cups energy. And yes, the Ace of Cups could mean new love, could mean brand new love, but it also could mean self-love. And you may have come to a point here, Aquarius, where something occurs, and we will clarify a lot of this stuff, but something seems to have occurred to bring on this love, whether it's self-love or love coming from another person. You have Capricorn energy that right after that, and this really puts the period at the end of your month. You have the Devil, and the Devil sometimes gets a bad rap, could be very toxic energy. I'm not really feeling that here. There is something, and this might very well just be an earthly desire that you have that comes into fruition. If you are trying to manifest abundance, if you're trying to manifest money, if you're trying to manifest material things, this might be the answer to that. Then again, this self-love could have attracted a person in your life that has toxic energy. We're going to look at everything, but I wanted to sort of go through everything and then go back and rehash it. At the bottom of the deck, you do have the King of Wands in reverse, and the King of Wands in reverse is a manipulator. And you're being asked at the bottom of this deck to use your logic with the Ace of Swords. So those are the two things that come to mind here. What you may not see coming is that someone may come in to manipulate you. So here in your warnings, you do have the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups comes with a message. And in this deck, I really like using this particular deck as an oracle deck. The Page of Cups is curiosity, and this is a warning not to be curious. Don't be too curious. You may be reading between the lines. You may want to know certain things. And honestly, somebody may come in with an offer, but this does fall into the warnings column. Okay, there is a warning here, and this card represents torment, and I do think that's a bit dramatic, to be honest with you. I don't think it's torment. I don't think you're going to be in torment, but I do think it's unpleasant. Okay, I think that if you accept this offer, or if you become curious about the wrong thing, it might lead to something negative for you, because here we have a Tower moment, an unexpected thing that happens. And you have the Empress here again, right? So what's interesting here is you have the Empress here and you have the Empress here in your warning column. And in this deck, the Empress is a caretaker. So is there something, Aquarius, that you care for, that you pour your caring into, that may not be very good for you, that may be toxic for you in some way, that just may be, this is a warning. It is absolutely a warning, because if you notice, even over here, where's my little pointy thing? If you notice, even over here, you have all this great energy, and then you have the Empress, and then you have all of a sudden it slows down. You have this in reverse. You have not knowing it. It's almost like someone comes in and sprinkles manipulator dust on you, and you're like, what just happened to me? You know, I was doing fine. Like, there is somebody in your life that is very manipulative. There is somebody in your life that isn't not, I mean, if I say this person isn't good for you, it's an understatement. I don't think this person is good for anybody. With the King of Wands in reverse is a bad energy, in my opinion. You are being asked here to definitely use your logic, okay? And now it sort of makes sense when I look at the rest of this reading, that this toxic energy sort of became born from all this stuff. Hold on one second. My dog is driving me crazy. Okay, sorry about that, guys. One of these days you'll meet my dogs when my studio is finished. It should be finished actually next week. So you'll be able to perhaps see my dogs. They are fairly large and they can be annoying, but I adore them. Anyway, let's go back to your reading. So yeah, I do think, now that I'm looking at everything, this Empress energy was there. There is something, you have something toxic. You have someone toxic. There is something toxic around you, for sure. Okay? And here in your blessings column, let's look at this. This is interesting. You have defeat in your blessings column. And when you have defeat in your blessings column, you have to look at something that is not working, perhaps the separation, as a gift. There is a gift being given to you, and it will lead to harmony. Okay, you have your 10 of Cups here, but in this deck as an oracle, it is harmony, and it ends up being Taurian energy, but more than that, as an oracle card, it is wisdom. So you're going to gain wisdom from this situation, but you are going to, there's something that's going to give you pause here mid-month, and it is a light warning, I think, for you. Let's clarify some of this stuff here. Clarify with the vice versa deck. I have about 10,000 decks, but this remains my favorite. Okay. Let's look at week 1. So week 1, to backtrack a little bit, you have this great energy of moving forward in what may be a competitive environment. It doesn't look like it's a warning. It just looks like it's a fact. And it looks like you have some wish fulfillment there, and I love that for you. Show me week 1. Show me week 1 for Aquarius, please. Show me week 1 for Aquarius, please, Spirit. Show me week 1. Look at that. Aquarius, there you are. The star. Listen, I told you this energy in week 1 is beautiful, and it really, really is. It's, I think at the beginning of the month, you're going to be in a really good place. Week 2, I mean, I say week 1, it really is the beginning, the middle, the end. All right? Mid-month, show me mid-month. Show me mid-month for Aquarius, please. These we don't read in reverse, by the way. You do, yeah, see, look at that. Look at that. Remember I said something happens? You have all this great energy, and even mid-month, at the very beginning of mid-month, you have the Empress energy, which is caretaker energy. But something happens that clouds you, that stops your progress. And here it is. This could be construed as the manipulative side of the magician. Could be Aquarius or Gemini energy. But I think what's important here is that we can't see his face. There is something going on. There is some sort of manipulative energy around you here, Aquarius, for sure. Let's see. Let's do end of month for Aquarius. End of month. Show me the end of month for Aquarius, please. I have the Hierophant here. Taurian energy. Taurian energy. And you have it over here as well in the blessings. Remember when I said at the end of the month you seem to get your self-love back? You seem to walk away from this. They call it the river of tears, some readers. You're walking away from that feeling. You have, this could be construed as a commitment that you have made, which would make sense with the Empress energy there. You may feel an obligation to care for someone. But, I'm really feeling that you're stepping into a new doctrine for yourself. You're stepping into a new doctrine. I think you have to work on your brain. You have to work on your mind. I think that you need to put your energy into yourself, bettering your mind, bettering your thoughts, improving your magnetism towards good things, separating and cutting what needs to be cut and separated from. Have you noticed anything else, Aquarius? All your clarifiers are major arcana. This might be an important month for you. Show me these warnings, please, for Aquarius. Show me the... You do have the King of Pentacles. It is classically Taurus energy. Could be any earth sign. But what it is, it's grounding energy. Now, you may be dealing with a Taurus, and this may be a warning for you. But this also may be a warning for, that this situation here might rock your stability. Your stability may be rocked from this manipulative person that seems to be toxic in some way. Your stability, there is a warning about your stability. There is a warning there. Do let me know. And if you notice, like with these three major arcana, you have the Hierophant facing front, you have the Star facing front, and the only one where we can't see his face, and it could be a he or a she, is the Magician. And this Magician has something behind their back. I don't always read this card negatively, I really don't. But in this situation, I really am. Show me these blessings for Aquarius, please. Show me these blessings. Ah, I love this. You have the Nine of Pentacles. These blessings are available to you. I say that every month. Your blessings are available to you if you do the work. Okay? The warnings are just warnings. They're not written in stone. Your work this month seems to be reading between the lines, using your intuition and mastering your mind. Mastering your thoughts, mastering your day-to-day life, pulling yourself out of a situation fully that you know is toxic for you. This is the work you need to do this month, Aquarius. You need to stay away from this toxic King of Wands in reverse. You need to use your logic. Your logic will serve you this month. I am going to I'll use these. I always use these, but I think that honestly, this is probably the deck that every tarot reader uses consistently, and I can see why. Okay. Let's go. Show me the star energy at the beginning of the month for Aquarius, please. You have Mountain Road. You're on the road to success. And it does look arduous. When I pull this card, I always say the same thing. Yeah, you're on the road to success. It says that, but it doesn't look easy. But you are on the road to success, and that's great. At the beginning of the month, that's exactly the vibe I'm getting. Show me this mid-month. Magician. Show me this mid-month. Sunrise, new creative ideas, a fresh start. Now listen, if this person decides, remember when I said you really need a new outlook, a new way to do things, a new way to use your brain, a new way to magnetize good things towards you. You have the sun here, and you may come up with this mid-month. There is something that stalls you. There is something that makes you feel unsure. There is something that restricts your movement in some way. But I do think because you come out of it here at the end of the month, you do come up with a creative idea. I mean, I do see, for what it's worth, Aquarius, I do see you actually doing this work. I think the bulk of you Aquarians out there will do this work. I do. Sometimes I do a reading and I'm like, will they do it? Who knows, right? Some people will, some people won't. I do think most of you will. I think most of you understand what I'm saying, and I think most of you are going to do this work. Show me the end of the month here. You have two. You will be taken care of in difficult times. You might have help on the other side. I know that I have been feeling that strongly myself. And it does say problems to be resolved. I would say so. There are some problems to be resolved within you, and there's also some problems to be resolved with this energy that's around you that's not good for you. You may have been separating from this person for a while. This may be something new. Sometimes when we separate from someone, we still have these cords. You should look into cord cutting if that's the case, to cut any negative cords that exist between you and that person. Show me these warnings, please. Spiritual development and understanding. You need, I mean, there is a torch here. There is somebody around you, Aquarius, that is carrying a torch for you, because even the King of Wands is fire energy, and underneath that you have more wand energy. There is somebody that's carrying a torch for you. Like I said, it could very well be an earth sign here, but it doesn't have to be. It is somebody who threatens your stability. This person may carry a torch for you, but that doesn't mean that you should become their caretaker in any way, shape, or form. I do think being around their energy is bad for you. I think it's toxic. I really do. I think that word is thrown around a lot, but sometimes when you are in the company of someone truly toxic, you can feel it after they leave. You feel almost sick. You feel very depleted. Maybe you feel sad. Maybe you're depressed. Maybe you feel unmotivated, but it's never good. It's never a good feeling. It's never invigorating, right? And sometimes these people don't even realize what they're doing, that they're actually doing that, but there are toxic people that manipulate you. There are toxic people that suck your energy, and there is someone around you here, Aquarius, that you really do need to think twice about having in your energy. You have, I love these blessings for you. Show me these blessings for Aquarius here. Time to act. You have the Lion. It is time to act, Aquarius. It's time to act on your own behalf, for sure. No doubt. I'm not really sure why, but I'm, of course, being pulled to... Maybe I'll take one of these cards. Yeah, I think I will. Take one of these cards. This is my big double deck. For Aquarius, please, for June 2024. For Aquarius, please, for June 2024. It says ego. The person that you're dealing with may have a large ego. It may be your ego that's the problem here too, Aquarius. Sometimes when things fall apart, Aquarius can be the rebel. They can rebel against that change. You may not like the change that's happening. You may not. You may be dealing with someone with a lot of pride, or it may in fact be you. There is a union here on the table, but I do think this union is within you. I think you need to integrate something in your life. I think you need to integrate something within you that is missing, or that has been missing for quite some time. You might see some growth here by the summer, but I have to tell you, June seems to be the month here, and you have at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming in the future is a new love, okay? But you do need to do this work. This work is very, very important to your growth. It's important to there is a union with going on within you. You have to, if this is you, let go of your ego here in this situation. What is your ego? Your ego could be telling you to hang on to a situation that not only no longer serves you, but may be toxic for you. I really get the feeling from this reading, and it's probably the strongest I've felt in most of the readings I've done. I get a very strong feeling that you're going to do this work and you didn't need to listen to this reading. I don't think you need to listen to this. I think that as your month unfolds, you're naturally going to do what's on this table. I really do. Now, there may be a few of you out there that needed to hear this for sure, but I do think the bulk of you already know all this. So do let me know, Aquarius, what you think about this dog mystery, dog edition, this paw mystery, dog edition. Also, I have some tarot dice. Let me know if you're interested in that as well. I wish you all the luck. Big hugs, Aquarius. Happy June.